The new revised guidelines were meant to be implemented by March next year, but pension fund administrators have requested additional time to put in systems in place in order to implement the retirement fund reforms. The reforms propose that workers can withdraw a third of their retirement funds with an upper limit of $25,000 a year. The remainder can be accessed upon retirement. This scheme will benefit both the private and public sector. Cash-strapped workers are now demanding swift implementation of the reforms.
I don't think they should postpone it, because the reason being they should be able to get a portion of their money, because at the end of the day everyone has their own struggles, so that can obviously benefit them and the families at the end of the day. So I think they shouldn't postpone it.
Since you people told me about it, I would never know, but now I know, and I'm going to speak to my boss when I go back to work now. But I think they should tell the people about the stuff, because it's our money. We deserve everything, a bit of it, and I mean that will help us, because from the coronavirus, we actually lost a lot of money, and this would really help people that struggle.
I think this thing of the government delaying the pension, I think it's not right, because we're coming from the COVID, and as we are coming from the COVID, most of people, they lost their jobs. I think, and also when we get a portion of our pension fund, it will help us a lot.
It's going to be difficult for some people who all the way they fight for this message and everything, and now they are struggling to get their money, and the money they need for their bread and butter, for places to stay, because the government don't help them.
COSATU says the industry must not be selfish by seeking additional time, as the Labour Federation wants these reforms implemented next year.
The other key remaining issue is around the timeframes. The original timeframe was for implementation by March next year. Industry has requested a bit of additional time. We think they're being selfish and they need to come to the party and assist workers who are really struggling. But we have to also recognize that there is some additional needing for additional legislation, wording in the legislation. There's a need for Parliament to have some space to process it, for the President to sign it, and for pension funds to put in place the systems. We propose as a fair compromise, let Parliament pass the bill by March 2023, that's next year. Let the law come into effect by October next year. Parliament has been conducting ongoing public hearings on the retirement reforms. It says it will deal with the revised guidelines in the Finance Committee. Lilani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.